1.20.1 Minecraft modpack development video. We're going to be taking a look on how to cancel mob spawns based off of in general and per dimension. If you find this sort of content informative, please give this video a like, comment with any questions or future video ideas, and subscribe to the channel to never miss out on future uploads. In addition, thank you to BisectHosting for supporting my channel. They offer fantastic Minecraft server hosting and also hosting for many other games as well, with plenty of great benefits as seen on screen. If you find this interesting, please check out my affiliate link in the description below. That will bring you to the website that I got the screenshot from. There's plenty of great information there that can help inform a possible purchase that aligns with your needs and budget. So again, thank you to BisectHosting for supporting my channel. But now let's get into the code. So this is going to be based off of the EntityEvents.spawned event listener. So again, there's two ways to do it. You can pass in an entity type, or you can just pass in the handler. I like to do it this way because we can put a lot inside of the event listener as well. Obviously, as well, this is going to be a server script. You need to make sure that this is in your server scripts folder. But the first thing we need to do here is deconstruct the event. So we're going to do that. All we need is the entity, and we need the level. So entity is obviously the main thing in question here, but the level is going to be useful for dimension, which I'll get to in a second. So next we need to deconstruct entity and level into the entity type, because this is obviously going to be useful for comparison, and then the dimension. And that's going to be equal to the entity, and then it's going to be equal to the level. So now that we have the objects deconstructed, the next thing we want to do is define our arrays. So we're going to do 4 arrays. The first one is going to be the mobs that are blocked in general, so not considering the dimension. So for this example, I'll just put in spider, but you can put whatever you want. And then the next 3 are going to be based off of dimension. So we're going to do let blocked mobs overworld. We're going to call this one that. And we're going to pass in an enderman. So enderman will not spawn in the overworld, but will spawn in the nether and end. Next is blocked mobs nether. And I'm going to pass in the skeleton. Obviously it's an array, so you can just make multiple entries here in any of these arrays. And then finally, blocked mobs end. We're going to make that and pass in the shulker. Again, these are really just placeholders. Add whatever you want here. And then now that we have the deconstruction and we have the arrays, let's use both of these things. So first, let us consider our blocked mobs in general. So all we need to do here is if blocked mobs dot includes the type, so that we got here, we're going to return event dot cancel. Next, if the mob, so obviously this is going first. Because not even considering dimension, if the spider is in this list at all, it's just going to be canceled immediately. Next, we want to go through the other 3 arrays. So I'm going to just do overworld, nether, and end. So if dimension is equal to overworld, and the similar thing to line 10. So blocked mobs overworld dot includes the type. We're going to return event dot cancel. We're doing the return here because, for example, with line 10 here, once the spider is intercepted, anything past line 10 will not run. So that'll help with performance. And then we're be doing a very similar thing with the Nether and the End. So instead of here the Overworld, we'll do the Nether, and then blocked mobs Nether, and then Minecraft the End, and then blocked mobs End. All three of these will return event.cancel. So this fairly straightforward program here will prevent mob spawns based off of in general or by dimension. So feel free to use this as you please. If you found this tutorial informative, please give the video a like, comment with any questions or future video ideas, and subscribe to the channel to make sure you never miss a future upload. In addition, thank you to BisectHosting for supporting my channel. Otherwise, thank you for your time watching this video, and have a great day.